You won't believe how fear changed me. Life was a whirlwind of lights, smoke, and noise. I lived in a cramped room near North Edsa, surrounded by other women, mange-infested dogs, and cockroaches. My nights were spent dancing in bars, sometimes with a heavily drunk man in a back room. My eyes glazed over as I stared at the ceiling. One chilly evening, after a long night of work, I needed a sweater. I found a thrift shop and spotted it, a soft, warm sweater resting on a pile of rags. As I examined it, I discovered a crumpled note hidden in its pouch. It read, "Where 67th Benowi Street. Pay 1,000 pesos a night. Job, lie on the bed. From 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Keep your eyes shut. Never open them." Benowi Street sounded familiar. I stuffed the note in my pocket and paid 30 pesos. The sweater felt luxurious against my skin, and the prospect of an easy job was enticing. I thought about escaping my current life, maybe even going to college. Later that night, I found the house. It was run down, even in an upper-class neighborhood. I knocked, and the door creaked open. Inside, the air was stale. The house felt oppressive. I ventured down a dark hallway and found a bedroom with a digital clock. 10:50 p.m. I lay down, heart racing, the note clutched in my hand. As the clock ticked closer to 11, a heavy presence filled the room. It was close, breathing near my face, its warm, foul breath mingling with the sickly smell of blood. Panic surged through me, but I remembered the note's instructions. I kept my eyes shut, feeling paralyzed, my heart pounding against my chest. 3 hours felt like an eternity. The atmosphere changed again when the clock struck 3 a.m. I opened my eyes to find 1,000 pesos on the dresser. I took the money and fled, but the memory of that night haunted me. A week later, desperation drove me back. The house was the same, but this time, my fear transformed into curiosity. I lay down again, shutting my eyes just before 11 p.m. The presence returned, breathing heavily, mirroring my movements. This time, I dared to touch it. My fingers brushed against hair, then torn, jagged skin. It felt like a severed head. 3 a.m. came, and again I fled. Days later, I learned of the house's dark history from a town captain. A wealthy man had killed a call girl there. The girl in the photo was the same one from my dream, wearing the same sweater I had found. I rushed home to discover the sweater and note had vanished. I left the life of a call girl and found work as a caregiver, but the memories lingered. Years later, I saw a news article about a call girl found murdered. The chilling details struck me. Her eyes were wide open. What if I had opened my eyes that night? The thought haunted me, a reminder of how close I had come to something dark and deadly. Subscribe for more.